An unhinged leftist this week threatened to unalive President Trump on TikTok, and it was met by love and adornment and praise by the left. Here is that crazy video.
All right, guys, we're about 6 weeks in. Who's going to do it? Who's going to take one for the team and do it? And I'm not going to say what it is, because I know that you know that I know what we're all thinking. Who's going to do it? It can't be me. I'm a dance teacher. I got things to do. But somebody's got to do it. Someone's got to take one for the team. Because we're 6 weeks in. I can't do 4 more years of this, guys.
That is fake outrage right there, and they do it every time. My question, though, is 4 more years of what exactly? Like, this girl, even if you take Trump's general policies and you don't agree with them, like women, playing in their own sports and men not interfering with that, or immigration, having like a sovereign country, or eliminating waste, fraud, and abuse in the government, those are kind of Trump's main things in his first 2 months of presidency. If somehow you disagree with those things, which I don't know how you would, but let's say you do, my question for her is, what has he actually done that's made her life worse? And they can never say that. They can never articulate what they actually care about. And that's why I think these people need to go outside and touch some grass. But honestly, that might be a little generous, because I think this lady and the other people calling for violence should be in jail. You cannot call for violence, and you especially should not be calling for violence on the sitting U.S. president. I hold that rule. I don't care if it's a Democrat or Republican, especially because you look at Donald Trump. In the last year, Trump has had very real, multiple attempts on his life. One that actually, hit him. He was actually bleeding because of them. But that wasn't the only instance. There were many instances where people were trying to take the president out, or at that point he was, former president, running for president again. As I've talked about on the show many times, the left is having a really hard time coalescing right now. They just don't know what to do. Trump is attacking them on so many points. He has so many kind of policies, executive orders that are going out right now, that the people who care about one thing can't agree with the people who care about the other thing that Trump is doing. And so they can't coalesce. And in history, what you see from leftists is when they don't know what to do is they get violent, because they can't use the democratic system anymore. Because if they use the democratic system, they lose elections. That's what we saw in 2024. In Florida just now, they just lost, literally last night, they lost all the elections that they were running for, the special elections that were happening in Florida. And so if you can't go through the democratic process, you get violent. And that's what literally thousands of people are talking about on the left right now. But here's the deal. I actually don't think that's the scariest part. The scariest part for me is I don't think this girl is one of those people. I don't think she's I don't think it's a massive group, but it's enough who actually want to take out the president of the United States. I think it's a few thousand people, maybe even tens of thousands of people. I don't actually think that this girl is one of them. And this is what scares me. You can see it in her eyes in the video that I don't think this girl is for real. I think she's acting. She would not actually pull the trigger if she was in the same room as Trump. She wouldn't probably know how to use a gun. Probably almost any of the crazy radicals on the left probably wouldn't know how to use a gun in the first place. But let's say she did know how to do it. I don't think she'd actually pull the trigger. I think that she made this just for views, and she essentially acted out a full skit about, taking out the president for clicks. And I think that's the scariest part to me, because right now there are mentally ill people out there, and they're mentally ill enough to go and turn a camera on and film something like that for views. Not because they believe it, but because they know it will go viral. Did you know that hundreds of thousands of Americans are going to lose millions of dollars just this year because they forget to file their taxes? This year, 88% of tax returners are going to get a return of at least $3,000 back from the IRS. But there are people out there not filing because they think they're going to lose money. And in fact, they're leaving money on the table. And that's why I partnered with Quick Tax America. Quick Tax America has already gotten its average tax returner $4,000 back from the IRS just this year. And unlike other services, they're not raising rates just because it's April. All federal tax returns with them are only $69. It's one transparent price because it is their only price, no matter how complicated your taxes are. Quick Tax America runs dozens of simulations on your taxes to make sure they get you the best return possible. And they do all the work for you as well. All you got to do is upload your files, answer a few basic questions, and schedule a 15-minute finish your return call with the tax professional. And they do all the rest of the work. Go check them out right now, guys, at quicktaxamerica.com, or you can go to the link in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you haven't already, go down below, like the video, subscribe to my channel, and watch another video.